Hi Sagittarius, how are you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This week we are doing the Fairies Oracle. Wonderful, beautiful, profound messages coming through. I don't know if you can hear it. I had it playing in the background for Scorpio, and I have it for you guys. Well, it's sort of for you. It's kind of for me. I'm just really enjoying it right now. I have my new background. My chakra girl has got my back in the readings, and I have it's like a meditative music playing in the background. So let's get started, shall we? Wow, that came out really fast. What do we have here? But honesty. I love this little guy. You know how, wow, I gotta show you this like really up close. Look at his eyes. Do you know what this reminds me of? A dog. If you've ever had a close connection to the canine world, you're doing something. If you have I have a very empathic dog. And if I'm doing something or listening to something that is low vibration, she will come and sit at me and she will stare at me just like this. They just know. You're hurting yourself, don't do that. That's what I get from this face, this expression, I don't even call it an intensity of a stare. It's someone who sees you very clearly. Someone who sees you very clearly and doesn't know why you're doing that to hurt yourself. Don't do that. But this card is quite interesting too in what it talks about with the honesty. Honesty in yourself, honesty in your dealings with others. Also about, being tactful. Don't assume. Don't assume anything right now. It's sort of the big message for you guys too is not to assume anything. Like if you're writing up contracts, you're starting a new job, you're communicating with a contractor, whatever it is, don't assume anything right now. Really be quite open with conversation. But the key here is to be honest. So what I really like about this card, it's not just about, being brutally honest. Because as described in the book, it's quite true. If you're brutally honest, that tends to sway more to the negative. This card is asking you to have tact and balance as well. And if we don't express honesty, thinking, well, that could hurt somebody, that's not helpful either. So it's a balance there, right? And it's the truth. It's just the truth as a fact, but also having compassion for yourself and for others in this journey of honesty. But when I see this guy, and he's looking at you, Sag. He's looking at you, Sagittarius. You might be hurting yourself here. There's something that you might not be seeing the truth fully in. Because, when you're not seeing the truth fully for yourself, something that affects you, you're being dishonest to yourself. And it creates low vibrational energy for you. And he's so green. It's all about your heart chakra, right? The truth is always there. You can feel the truth in your chest, right? You can feel it. Interesting too, because it's number 40. 40 is just 4. And for me in the tarot, that's stability, it's balance. It can be about hanging on to something, but it really is about stability and balance and harmony. The two twos come together. Let's see what the Tarot of Dreams has to say about whatever you're going through right now, where it's really important to be honest with yourself and others. Sagittarius. Interesting. Oh, yeah. You have the Ace of Coins or Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Okay. I'm going to start with these two cards. Interesting Eight of Swords, isn't it? You know, it's the only deck I have where the Eight of Swords is actually like physically hurting this person. Eight of Swords is usually, you know, you're surrounded by swords in the ground. Your hands are sort of tied. Not your hands, usually your arms, so you can untie yourself. You have a blindfold on. You're refusing to look at something. Her back is turned. She's refusing to look at something. But it's causing pain. It's self-inflicted pain. What did I say? This guy was like, why are you hurting yourself? Why are you hurting yourself? There was some sort of new beginning here with the Ace of Coins or Pentacles. You're just, I feel, not seeing the full truth in what this new beginning is or what the potential of the new beginning is. I'm actually going to pull out a clarifier for it because the two cards that come in after, the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands, there's a different association with those two to this. What are you not seeing? Six of Pentacles. So you're not seeing that there is balance and harmony too with Six of Pentacles. That's kind of funny. It's actually, it's more like restoring harmony. Restoring harmony with the Six of Pentacles. So someone may have offered you some sort of new beginning here in something. It's a pentacle. I want to say maybe it's a new place to live. Maybe it's a new job opportunity. It almost feels as if someone wanted to offer you some sort of a gift, or even like the universe has offered you a gift, a possibility of something. And you're just thinking, wow, that's too good to be true. No, can't be. But you're almost hurting yourself by not seeing that, you know, sometimes gifts do just come to us. And, you know, when they do, it's a good time to take it because the universe here is speaking about bringing back balance and harmony to you. And it seems to be a fairly clear message with this little honesty guy and this depiction of the Eight of Swords on this deck about, why are you hurting yourself? Don't do this. Let the universe or whoever this is accept this gift of restoring balance and harmony for you. And that's why I feel so, I needed to ask, you know, a little bit about that Ace of Coins. Because this to me feels like the energy you come into when you walk away from the Eight of Swords. Being a fire sign, there you are. The Queen of Wands, confident, wonderful energy, dynamic, entrepreneurial, thinking on your toes, very attractive, very beautiful, but very confident. The Eight of Swords is not confident, right? This is turning your back on something that could be really good here. And if you're not sure, don't assume, right? Don't assume that, okay, this is what this person intends by doing this or offering this. Just ask. Just ask. Don't be brutally honest. Just be openly honest. Because with this card, with the honesty card, I feel too that you will be met with honesty. Now, we have the Five of Wands here. I feel like this is competing for your attention with the Five of Wands. Oh, I didn't even realize there's a fifth card, but it's down. What is that? The Two of Swords. Oh, yeah. The Two of Swords was down on the table, but it was face down. So we weren't looking at it. We needed to see it right at the end of the story here. So by accepting some sort of gift, a gift from someone to you, an opportunity, take it. It's honest. Explore it. Have a conversation about it if you need to be sure. The Five of Wands, I feel very much so, is competition for your attention. Like it pulls you into this wonderful energy where people are noticing you and they're drawn to whatever you have going on for you, whatever it is. But then you don't want to make the choice. You won't want to. You'll almost, it's going to be I feel like a little bit like overwhelming energy. Perhaps not being ready for this cycle. You want to stay in the Eight of Swords because you know your potential here, and you know if there's an opportunity to allow you to really expand what your true potential is, that you're going to be pretty damn dynamic. And you know that's going to attract attention. But you're not ready for it yet. So when will you be ready? I don't know. Let's go to this deck and see. Ooh, Starseed at the bottom. Let's see. Because you're going to sit in indecision. That's next week's reading. Stay tuned. You're going to sit in indecision about competing attention. Wow, that flew out really finely. Intuition. There's your answer. There it is. When you get into the indecision. Oh, look at it. I love it how this is like the background. I gotta go, it blends into the background. The intuition. So when you get to this Two of Swords, really use your intuition. How do you feel? Imagine both scenarios. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3. I don't know how lucky you are. There's actually 4 people. This 5 of Wands. That would be a little overwhelming, wouldn't it, to have that many choices? But the best way to kind of weed through that is using your gut and using your feelings. How do you feel when you imagine yourself moving towards that energy? Try not to imagine how it would play out, because we really can't. We can't imagine how things will play out. There's so many variables that we don't see coming towards a situation or ourselves or other people that we can't really figure that out. You can have a tarot reader pull out some cards for you to figure out the energy around things, but it's really how you feel, because that's your inner self telling you, is this meant for me? If you get anxious or you're just like, I don't know, then that one's not meant for you. Okay? Okay, this one. How do you feel? I feel kind of good. I'm actually kind of drawn to go over there. Okay, that's a good one. So put that on the good side on the piece of paper. And then how does that one do? You know, no, not at all. Not at all. Okay, good. So now you got, do you know what I'm saying? So it's your intuition. And sometimes you don't even have to go that deep. And you're just going to know. And if you just know, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, because that's your deeper self giving you the answer. So it's time to be honest. Honest with yourself. And ask for honesty from others, and you shall receive it right now, I think. Hey, Sag? All right, that's an interesting reading, guys. Thank you for allowing me to do this for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Sagittarius, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.